The Bushcrafty Talks.
What's up? Bushcrafty here. Bushcrafty Talks. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Okay. So, I get the fun time of going to the doctor. Yoo! So we'll have to see how this goes. Is this a normal checkup thing? See if the roulette wheel of drugs that they give you, see if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Man, I thought my yard was messy. Let's see if we can get out of here without getting run over. I like how it's so nice and shiny out. The sun is out and everything. Because the last couple of days we've had really bad storms, and we have another one coming in about the time I get out from the doctor. So it ought to be interesting. But now I have to remember the word. Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but it's homosynth. Oh, I had the word before I left. I said it like 4 times. Sensing, homosensing, something like that. It's where you have an enzyme that goes through your blood and everything, and it actually tightens your arteries and your veins up, and that's what gives you the high blood pressure. And what it is your body can't process that enzyme, a certain enzyme, to stop it from doing that. So it creates where your arteries and veins get tighter, which makes you have high blood pressure. So yeah, I'm gonna, if I can remember the word and if he understands what I'm saying, see if there's, because there is a test that you can take, just a normal blood test thing you get, that you could take to see if you have those enzymes that will do that, will get rid of it or regulate it or whatever. If not, beets are good. Because I used to, my blood pressure went way down when I was making smoothies with the greens of the beets. And I'm thinking about just growing a bunch of beets just for the greens and everything again. Because a couple years ago I made beets, but I used the greens. I didn't even bother with the beet itself. I just left that in the dirt to turn into compost, and it really enriched my soil and everything. Boy, it's awful busy today. What is up with all the traffic? Anyway, that's my woohoo goal for today. Get through the doctor's appointment, get home before the storm, Oh wow, we have some major flooding here. Holy moly. Yeah, there's one part of the lake or one part of the river, and there's the other part right there that is up over the bank. So probably tomorrow or the next day, we won't be able to drive through this area here. I'll have to go around. That's a bad thing about living in a city that it has two rivers. We get flooded quite a bit. Some points you almost get stuck in this town to where you can't get out, because we're kind of both sides. And then if you go down towards Zanesville, there's Wills Creek, which is always flooded, so you can't get out that way. Oh yeah, the walkway over here that they just built is flooded. They just built this walkway over here that is completely flooded. The whole cornfield is completely flooded. But that's the way it goes. Ah, dang it! Red light. I hate these intersections right here. It's so dangerous. People don't pay attention to the lights and whatnot. Oh. But yeah, tonight we're gonna have that grow together thingy. I need to come up with a name that doesn't sound horrible like it is. Because I don't want it to be my name on it, you know. I don't want to. I want it more for the community than me putting a name on it. You know what I mean? Even though I'm the one that's going to be doing it, I think I'll have. I'm going to invite Watt on there to kind of help with. You know, commentary. Because I'll be posting links and everything too, so that he can fill in whenever I'm posting a link or something. Wow, what is going on? Look at Walmart is completely packed. Oh, it's the storm. People freak out when there's storms. Yeah, I spent most of the day today out in the yard cleaning up, because for some reason my yard is like a funnel. If there's any kind of storm and it blows trash in my yard, I'll have trash from the whole neighborhood, which, you know, kind of sucks. Yeah, just a little bit out this way is where National Guard base was. That's where my son was supposed to be stationed at when he got out of boot camp. He was supposed to be stationed over here. So, I mean, it's perfect. It's right next to us and everything. And they ended up stationing him way up in Cleveland. So we would have had to drive over 100 miles there. And yeah, it was ridiculous. And we kept trying to get him to get transferred in this area, or at least closer to where we didn't have to go clear across the state for where he was supposed to be stationed. And they ended up told him he could what's the word I'm looking for? Get out of the service. I forget what it's called, but and it's all discharge, honorable discharge, because of it. The only way he could serve was in Cleveland, Ohio, which is way far away, and we couldn't, at the time, we couldn't get up there and then drive all the way back to bring him back and all this. And they didn't have transportation in this area for him. So he was actually discharged from the National Guard. And then a year later, my other son was trying to get into the Army, or was thinking about it. And he came, the recruiting officer came, and he was Army, and said that I can get you re-enlisted into the Army this time. That way there's no crap with the National Guard stuff. Not saying anything bad about National Guard, but in this area it's really bad. But anyway, he's still in the Army. He basically had to go in as whatever they wanted to put him in for his MOS, which he ended up being mobile artillery, which I wasn't happy about. But he did that for the first 4 years, a little under 4 years, and then he re-enlisted into a new MOS, which I can't say what it is. You have to be very careful with the military stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you can't talk about, and that's what irritates me about, these YouTubers say, "Oh, I got the lowdown on what's going on here and there and all that stuff," and "Oh, my friend says we can't do this, and oh, we're going over here to go to war, and we're moving this." You can't tell. You're not allowed to say anything. If you do, you and the person who told you go bye-byes for a long time. And depending on what kind of secret it is, you could be in a very dark place for a very long time. The government don't like their secrets being told. I remember my son's unit was coming back from a deployment from Syria, and one of the mothers was advertising that, "Oh, we're going here. My son's coming home on deployment." Oh man, everybody in the forums, because it was a YouTube group. Even though it was a YouTube group, it was private to parents. Everybody told her never indulge when your son or daughter is coming home from a deployment or something, because it's extremely dangerous for military personnel, because they have a ransom on they're targeted. Even over here in the United States, there are people that will pay for that information, which is horrible. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this so I can go in here and get this fun stuff over with. Until next time, God bless and never give up.